Get back. Hey guys, it's Tammy. Hope to find everybody doing well. We're doing good. We're still working on trying to get the rest of our garden in the ground and different things like that because we moved our garden this year. But I want to show you some things on that, but I also wanted to share with you this product. I was given this product about 2 weeks ago now. It's Grubb Terra Black Soldier Fly Larva. And they're based out of New Jersey. That's where they're based out of. And like I said, my hens has been using this for about a couple weeks. Well, everybody, not just my hens. And I've got one hen in particular that I've got a Brahma rooster that's been trying to mate her, and she is a lavender buff, and he's just too big for her. And so he's messed her feathers up pretty good, but I can tell just in the past week that her feathers is really starting to come back good. And that's part of the reason I really like this product, because it's fly larva, it's supposed to have at least 75% more calcium than the average mealworm does, which is really good. If anybody knows anything about chickens and laying eggs and all that fun stuff, that's a big plus. And they're also high in proteins and carbs and different things like that. I'll put a little screen up here for you to show you the values of it. I told you already that it was based out of New Jersey. What else I like about this company, from what I've read, is they go to their local vendors around them and collect their food waste. And I'm assuming that's like restaurants and different places like that for their vendors. And to feed these to get the larvae, which is really good because there's a bunch of vegetables, there's a bunch of fruit, there's a bunch of carbs. There's no preservatives in this stuff. There's no hidden processing or anything like that. It's just what it is, you know, and that's really great. And that keeps that value of this up higher as well. But like I said, one of the biggest things I like about this is the calcium that is in it, because it's 75% more calcium than the average mealworm. That's good ratings right there, especially for chickens, because we know we need those for our chickens and our chicken eggs and all that fun stuff. So I highly suggest this Grubb Terra Black Soldier Fly Larva. So don't forget about this. Check it out. And I'm also going to put a link down below that will give you 10% off when you order from this company. I got this rapidly too. I ordered this, and I'm pretty sure it was 2 days I got it. I might be 3, but at least no more than 3, I don't believe. Can you guys hear that? That is those cicadas. I was out here day before yesterday, and this bush right here, which is about maybe 6 foot tall and 4 foot wide, was covered. I'll actually put a picture on here with the cicada shells where they had busted out off that one bush. And I got to looking around on the ground, and I started finding these holes. See these holes? They're all over the place. So that's where them boogers has been coming up. And that's where my chickens have been hanging out too. So they've been wearing it out. I hear one right over in there now. I wanted to show you a few things while I'm out here. Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. Here's the rest of my bok choy. Just gonna have to harvest it up. I just pulled up some mustard greens out of there, getting that bed re-prepped for some more things. My cilantro in this part's about done. It's bolting. And that right there was some kale, or not kale, but collard greens that I'm going to let a couple of them go to seed, I think. That there was the Georgia college. And I've still got lettuce that's coming up. And that's carrots that I thought wasn't coming up, but they just came up late. Here I took these seed packs. My dad had gave me a bale of hay that was just like a half a bale with some junky grass in it that not even my goats ain't even eating. I let it rot, and I mixed it with a little bit of dirt And I've been filling these up, and it's just a little experiment, but it seems to be working all right. The water tank, I got it set up. There is some kale that I'm letting go to seed, and in between that there, I actually just put some celery in the ground. That is a little late for it, but I just went ahead and put it in the ground so that come cooler weather, because this is a cool spot, this is facing north, it should do all right. And I've got some rutabagas that's coming up in there as well. And that there is another type of collard that I'm letting go to seed there, as you can see. And this is the outside of the greenhouse. I've got everything pretty much done. I've still got some things in here that's getting too hot for all this in here now. So you can see where I've picked from it, and there's some of it that wasn't ready yet. I've about got everything done. I got too many of these. These are those little white currant tomatoes. I had too many of them. This here is all the rest of my lavender. I've planted a lot of it, but the majority of this is all just lavender that I've had left over. There's another bed that I have been picking out of. There's some more cilantro. I had a chicken get in here and make a bed right there yesterday, actually. And then that right there is some onion that I'm letting go to seed that a friend of mine had gave me about a year ago. So there's that. And then there is some of my avocado trees. There's another one. That's the strawberries. My grandbabies planted this, and you can't tell it good probably, but I've got some asparagus ferns that's growing back here in the back, and a friend of mine had gave me, she started those from seed. I've never done asparagus from seed like that. So she sent me a few of those, which I was excited about them. I can't wait to see what they do. And I put them on this side of the greenhouse because this is the east side. And that way in the summer, as the fronds get big and everything, they can shade out the greenhouse. So hopefully that'll be a good idea. And then I've got some onions in here, which I need to fertilize. I still haven't fertilized these onions. But see how jacked up this row is? Let me tell you why. My little dog, the day after I planted these, they were bulbs. I came out here, I heard her wallering. I was in the greenhouse. I heard her just wallering around. Walked out here, and she had wallered all over I've had little onion bulbs just all over the ground out here in random places. So I just stuck them back down in the dirt. So my rows got really messed up. But oh well. There's some more strawberries. I've got my ground cherries back there, and I planted some fennel back there. So that bed will be doing pretty good, I do believe. I've got my ginger in there. It's going to come back from what I didn't harvest last year. Boy, you can really hear those cicadas. They're getting louder and louder. The gals are out here. I've got new neighbors across the road there. There were 17 acres over there that they bought that I wish we could have bought. And they've brought in their double wides and stuff. But I planted some trees up against the road there, some linden cypress. So I'm hoping they'll grow fast and they grow well. Some of them's turning yellow. I hope that doesn't mean they're dying. I hope that just means that they're stressing. I'll take you on down to the garden. I'll pause so we don't have to sit here and do. Hi, Jen. There's Jen and her happy self. The queen of the goat yard. And everybody else. What are you doing in there by yourself, Leah? Hi, the girls. What you doing? Mama's girls. Yep, them are. Well, actually, I'll just take this on down through here. Show you one of my Mother's Day presents. This sign here. I didn't put it on my chicken coop. Both of those are chicken buildings. And I also put my goats that's kidded in there when I need to. But look at that sign. I put it on my wishing well for now till I decide where I want it. I thought that was cute. I'd never heard hen den like that. We moved our garden. It was, well, you can't see it yet, but I'll show it to you here in a second. There's a rose bush right there that I got for Mother's Day from my son. It'll be coming up good here soon. Down here, over there was where my garden was last year and the year before. And part of it the year before that too, I guess. I've planted stuff all along this creek bank. I'm trying to really get that creek bank to grow up. My weeping willows, they're coming up really good this year and everything. And along through here too, all those sticks that you see is stuff I've got planted. But this is where we decided to put the garden at this year. And it's a work in progress. This is for my tomatoes and my peppers and cucumbers and things of that nature. So I've got a lot of work to do because I've got to put my fence around it yet. Prayerfully, Friday I'll get my tomatoes in the ground. They're begging to be put in the ground. And I still haven't got it done yet. So hopefully that will be. But other than that, that's about it. I put Charlie over there today. I tied him up so he couldn't, but none of the girls are in heat or anything, but that way he won't aggravate them to death. I tied him over there so he could get something else to eat today. And Amos is in there with them too. So, but that's what I got going on around here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has an amazing harvest this year. I'm expecting good things, believing for good things. So God bless you guys, and until next time.